All right, seventh grade. So the actual last assignment, required assignment for your seventh grade school year, at least in math class, is lesson 102. Again, don't forget, on your assignment sheet, it says lesson 103, extra credit. So you don't have to do it, but anything you get right on there is extra credit. And you can still call me, text me, or message me and ask me questions about it. Do that, please. Lesson 102. Now, on lesson 102, the first thing it talks about is transversals. We're going to skip through that. So we're not going to do example 1 and 2. We're not going to do the first half of lesson 102. So look at the second half, starting on page 711. We have already done a form of these. We're just expounding on that. So example 3, we have 3x plus 5 minus x equals 17 plus x minus x. And it says simplify and solve. So essentially what that means is we're going to combine all like terms and solve for x. Okay? First thing, again, we've been talking about the last several weeks. Don't forget, if we have a variable that does not have a number in front of it, put a 1 there. Okay? Now, simplify each side first. So combine like terms, such as 3x minus 1x. 3 minus 1 gives me 2. So we have 2x minus 5 over here. On this side, our like terms are 1x minus 1x. 1 minus 1, 0. And 0 times x is 0. So that cancels out. So we are left with 17 over here. Now, simply start solving. If I have a positive 5 here, bring it over and subtract. So we now have 2x equals 12. Multiplying here, so I need to bring my 2 over and divide. So x is 6. This really isn't anything new. We've been doing these. However, now we've got multiple terms on each side that we're having to combine. So example 4. Same concept. 5x minus 17 and 2x minus 5. So again, we are solving. Now, if you look at this, you'll notice that both sides are as simplified as we can get them. So we need to get the variable, or the x, all on one side, and our numbers on the other. So I'm going to bring this 2x over here, and if it's positive here, I need to subtract it here. 5 minus 2, 3x. I'm going to take my 17 to the other side. I'm trying to get all the numbers on one side, all the variables on the other. So if I have a minus 17 here, I'm going to take it over here and add. 17 minus 5 is 12. So now we need to finish up and solve. Multiplying here, bring it over and divide. 12 divided by 3, 4. So again, lesson 2, we are not doing the first half, we're just doing the second half. And then our last example, example 5. 3x plus 2, and then in parentheses we have x minus 4 equals 32. So our first step is we need to do distributive property with our 2. Okay? So we have 3x, 2 times x, give me 2x. 2 times 4 gives me 8. Pay attention to your signs. Positive times a negative, negative 8. So distributive property when we have this. And pay attention to your signs. So now on this side, 3 plus 2, these are like terms, gives me 5x. I'm going to take my 8 and bring it over to the opposite. So if I'm subtracting, I'm going to add. 32 plus 8 gives me 40. Now finish solving. Multiplying here, bring it over and divide. X equals 8. So add your like terms and then solve. Lesson 102. Do not do 1, 16, 18, 21, part B. Still find the points, just don't grab it, okay? So do not do 1, 16, 18, and 21B. That is it for lesson 2. That is it for the school year. You are done with math, except strongly suggest do your extra credit lesson 103. Anything you do on that and get right is gonna be extra credit. Call, text, message, ask me questions. If you need help, don't be afraid to do that. Have a good day. Have a good summer. Hope to see you all on Thursday.